Anna Karenina is a story that's been done a lot. What is the point in doing a safe adaptation of it? Let's try to do something really extraordinary.
It was going to be a relatively conventionally conceived Anna Karenina. We were going to be looking at shooting in Russia for about 6 weeks and building on the stages for the other 6 weeks.
But at some point people started going, no, wait a minute, can we shoot country houses in England?
So we were trying to make kind of English stately homes look like Russia and kind of going, well, if you shoot it from this angle, it could look sort of Russian. And then I'd go to these places and they'd say, oh yes, we've made 2 films with Keira Knightley here. Or even worse, I'd go to locations in Russia and they'd say, yes, we have made 7 Anna Kareninas here. And you'd kind of go, oh God, am I just being very predictable?
And then all of a sudden one day I get this phone call from Joe going, can you come round, please? He said, well, there's been a bit of a change of plan.
So Joe said, why don't we set it all in a derelict theatre?
It was pretty radical.
And so that's what we did.
The Russian aristocracy at that time, they were constantly looking to France and trying to emulate that kind of French way of being.
Bonjour Lily.
They all spoke French, they dressed as French people, and they read books on etiquette of how to behave like a French person. And so the whole thing was a performance.
It's not a play, but it's all set in a theatre.
You know as soon as you enter a theatre that you have to use your imagination. So it's always a space that totally changes.
It's fascinating. I mean, what he's doing is so clever.
We always forget it's a theatre.
And then there's just been set piece after set piece, this wonderful, glorious, often shot in one very long take.
I found that the film became more cinematic because of theatrical limitations that I put upon myself.
Well, that's where Joe, I think, is rather brilliant and created an environment where we are able to step up and play these strange sort of social games without feeling hindered by a sense of reality.
With the theatrical backdrop, it actually enhances the themes. Ultimately, I think it's worked better for the film. It's certainly a more original perspective on the book.
May I have the honour of bringing you a nice...
What was really amazing when you saw the first couple of days rushes, you just think, well, actually, you know, this is still the story of Anna Karenina, but it stops being your conventional kind of set-piece costume drama. It's more interesting.
Occasionally, the characters turn their backs on this artificial society, and we see them living a more authentic life in the real world. I find the whole process of making a film totally terrifying, and so to have the support of people that I feel loved and accepted is really important.
He loves having this notion of a theatrical troupe almost, of people who go from project to project, and I think he likes the familiarity.
I have lots of ideas, you see. What happens is I have lots of ideas, and out of 100 ideas, maybe on a good day, 10 are worth committing to film, and I need those people to help me decide which 10.
We've all seen our period dramas, so I think this is going to be a completely radical interpretation of a classical novel, and something that's immensely exciting to watch, and radical and revolutionary in terms of its style, but also it has the heart of the love story, so I think it will be bold, beautiful, and emotionally engrossing.